Hey, what's up? This is Alex from mindforattraction.org. So today we're going to talk about why people lose power, why you keep losing power in relationships, all right? And this is going to be very interesting because I love this subject. And I thought about it yesterday, all right? So let's get started, all right? By the way, for those who don't know, you can follow me on social media. Oh, look at that. Follow me on social media, right? And also, for those who don't know, I'm also on Patreon, whatever. And you can follow me there. You could donate to the channel if you guys enjoy this content, and it's a lot of fucking content, right? You could donate $1, $2, $10, $20,000. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna be mad. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my newsletter. I'm actually gonna be sending a newsletter today where I'm gonna be sending you guys the 5 coolest things I found out in that week, like in this week, like the coolest videos, the coolest anything. You guys are gonna get it, all right? You guys are gonna get announcements from me, and I'm also gonna be talking about how to lose weight technique that I'm gonna be showing you guys, and how to make losing weight an inevitable process. All right, so let's get started. The first thing that people do that makes them lose power is complaining. People don't respect someone who complains a lot. People don't respect people who complain. They're victims in their mind. They protrude an energy of how can I say this, of toxicity. Like, people who complain are just not fun, and we'll be around them. All right, like, if you complain, you better start appreciating life, because when you're known as someone who complains, you're just not fun to be around. All right, so that's one reason why people lose power. People lose respect for you if you continually someone who complains. All right, number 2, being holier than thou. This is what I do, especially in this channel. I do this a lot on this channel. A lot of dating coaches and a lot of spiritual teachers, they make the one mistake, which is this: they come across too perfect. They teach meditation, and they say, you know what, I never sin. I am always present in the moment. Or I'm a dating coach, I never get rejected. I know everything. They just try to look perfect. Like, I'm a dating coach and I always apply what I teach. Oh, fuck that shit, man. That's a problem there, because if you have those standards, you know what's gonna happen? When something comes out about you that's mean, which something about me is gonna come out one day. I know that for sure. There's gonna be some scandals. I know that for sure, all right? Don't look around. Don't speed up the process. Don't be asking for favors. But essentially, the issue is that when you have such a high standard, by being, for example, like parents try to say, do as I say, don't do as I do, right? So the problem is that then when you say something, your children's gonna say, oh, you do that. Like for example, like I'll say, people tell me, oh, why don't you apply the jerk technique? You say you're very impatient. I thought you meditate. You see, people do that who have bad intentions, you see? But if you have the impression of, you know what, man, I told you, motherfuckers, I'm not perfect, all right? I teach you guys this, but it doesn't mean I fully apply, because I'm still working on it. You see, no one can use the words against you. Nobody can censor you, because you're giving off the vibe of, I'm a human person. I teach this, but it doesn't mean I'm 100% faithful to it. I'm just like you. Like, when you do that, coming across imperfect, showing weakness, people cannot control you. People can't control you. But when you live into other people's standards, trying to meet their standards, they can easily control you. For example, you're smoking cigarettes. Your parents catch you, right? You're smoking cigarettes. What are you doing smoking cigarettes? I didn't know you smoke. And you're ashamed of it. Oh, I'm sorry. How dare you? I'm sorry. They're feeding off of your energy. But what happens if you do this? Why are you smoking your cigarettes? Oh, my bad. I didn't know you guys didn't like me smoking cigarettes. I won't smoke in the house. How dare you not smoke cigarettes? Well, I smoke cigarettes. I'm sorry. Like, you see, like, they can't control you. Like, when you set the barriers, the standards low about your behavior, doesn't mean you're gonna be a fucking dickhead. But I'm just saying, generally speaking, don't act holy. Don't be holy. Don't try to be too perfect, because people are gonna use that against you, and you're gonna lose power. Number 3, your inability to say no. People will control you. A lot of people have, for example, you're working at a job, right? And you're trying to make a good impression at your job. Somehow, when you're trying to make a good impression at your job, it's kind of like you accidentally say yeah a lot. Don't you notice that? It's kind of like an automatic reaction. You say yeah, and you say to yourself, what the fuck did I just say yeah to? Like, that happens when you're trying to get someone's validation. So your inability to say no causes you to lose control, because people will control you. And this is the problem. It's not that they control you, it's that you're going to feel resentful. You're going to feel resentful for the world, is that's going to accumulate, and you can create an identity out of it. You're going to hate the world. You're going to say that the world is mean and manipulated, when in reality, you're the one that's allowing that to happen. You see, number 4, being reactive. Being reactive is reacting and taking seriously everything everyone does or says to you. You do it because you care what the people think. You feed off the validation. Whenever there's a lack inside of you, a lack of unhappiness, most of the time we try to feel that lack with other people's reactions, particularly those who we find of higher value. That could be our parents when we were children, but when we grow older, we begin to value our friends, so we value their opinion. But then as we grow older, we begin to value the other sexes because we want to have sex with them, all right? For right reasons, so very, very, very right reasons. All right, so as a result of it, you tend to lose yourself because you're reactive. You're looking for yourself in other people's reactions, see, and so people could use that against you. Now, these are the 5 traits that these are the 5 reasons why people are always living in reaction. Mind you, living in reaction is for example, like somebody tells you when you're a child and they tell you, hey little kid, do you want a candy? You know what you do? You look to your parent. You say, and your parent goes like, and you go, yeah, I want the candy. You see, like, that's living in reaction. You see some stimulus that you may or may not want. You see what other people think. Okay, you guys like this? You guys like this guy? Is Alex cute? He's cute? Okay. Well, he's not hot. He's not hot. Everyone keeps calling him cute, but he's not hot. Okay. You know, like, that's valid. Looking for validation. You know, that's being needed. But this is more what I'm talking about. You're doing this. You see this channel. You're like, I like this channel. This channel's good. I don't care. I like it. You see, like, there's nothing in you that needs them. So they can't control you. So that's a way of manipulating the masses. You see? That's a part of the superficial social standards. You have a need, unhappiness. The society gives you that need. It shows you that everyone's having it. You see a leader that has a lot of conviction saying that that's what you need, and you go for it. You see? You close your eyes and you begin to live the world through second-hand experience. Rather than first-hand experience, you begin to believe things because other people are saying it. And the problem is that because you begin to assume that everything that the big people say is true, then that's when they can begin manipulating you, telling you what to do. You see? So you gotta have, this is the issue, is that people who are reactive have these 5 qualities. They have no personal sense of identity. They don't know themselves. They're who they are is based on other people's reactions, so it's malleable. They don't know themselves. It's ever changing. You see, not ever changing for the good, but ever changing for the bad, because it's based on who's in front of you. You see, your values, what you value in life, what you want in life. Do you value security? Do you value this or that? It changes depending on the circumstance. You see, what you appreciate out of life. Most people don't appreciate things out of life. You appreciate things based on what other people appreciate. You see what I'm saying? Your emotional intelligence, right? Most people who are reactive have no emotional intelligence. They are reactive. They see something and they want it. They have impulsivity. They see something, everyone else wants it, and now they want it. You see, their emotions are not based on themselves. It's feeding off of the environment. And personal purpose in life, not purpose in general, what people telling you should do. They don't have no personal purpose. Their purpose is based on what the environment tells them they should. Go to the 9 to 5, you work at 9 to 5, you find out that you're unhappy, but you don't know why. But you fail to look at that in reality, you're being led by the masses. You're not looking into yourself. You're not living with your own intentions. You're just living by other people's intentions and other people's desires. You see, you gotta be the woman, you know. You gotta stay at home. You gotta be with the kids. Nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying, there's something wrong with it if that's something that you didn't decide. If that's something that you just assumed was right. The assumption that that's what you should do. That's why people regret things in life, and life never goes as they expected, because they're promised that living by doing that role will bring happiness. Number 5. All right. The people who lose power. Okay, no, I'm still talking about being reaction. The ones who react are the ones that lose power. You see, like when you react into the environment, you don't like what I do, I'll change it for you. Or nobody likes this anymore, let me change what I'm doing right now because nobody likes it. Like, your happiness doesn't come from your self-amusement. It comes from what other people want. You see? So when you react to value, you get nervous. So for example, the reason why you react to people is because you see them as valuable. There's a lack of value in you. You see, for example, like let's say that you need a job, right? Let's say that you need a job. Let's say that you need a job and you're in an interview because you need that job. Their no is going to have more of an emotional impact as opposed to you going to a job interview, not needing a job, and them saying no to you. It's less to you. The reason why you react less is because they have less value. By value, I mean that the person who needs a job that person who's interviewing them has value because they have something they need. You see? So when they have something they need, it means they have something they lack. And all of this is based on an internal thing, which is something that could be easily self-fulfilled when you become more present. All right? So what happens is that when you have that need inside of you, you feel like you need to fulfill it. You need to be happy. So suddenly when you see something that could give you happiness, a someone's validation or choosing or whatever, you get nervous, which is in front of people. When you see people who are more important to you, your boss or your husband who puts you down, you're going to react to them. You're gonna get nervous. You're gonna get shy, and that also comes from a generalization. When somebody hurts you, suddenly you attribute everyone hurts you. So now you see the world as a defensive. You get defensive because you assume that everyone's trying to hurt you. That's what fear does. Fear makes an enemy out of everyone, and then it isolates you, which puts you in the worst position. All right. Your personal values. No, this is all relative to your personal values. All right. So your value as a person is relative to the person. So when you're hanging around someone that you don't like, you act with more value because your value is based on the person's lack of value. And so you act more confident, you act more cocky because you hardly feel confident, so you'll feel cocky as an overcompensation. But when you're with someone that you that you like but they don't like you, suddenly their value is higher. So what happens? Your value lowers. So you feel nervous. You see, so you don't act like yourself. You go to mind for attraction to find out what to do. You see? And that's why your personality changes depending on the guy. Your personal value so what do you gotta do? You gotta base your value, who you are, not based on comparisons, but based on equality. You see, any sense of superiority to somebody else means you're malleable to fall because you will meet someone who's better than you and you will get less attractive as time goes by. It's inevitable. Why not start preparing now? Which is this. You gotta stop finding happiness based on other people's lacks, based on contrast. You see, so in order for you not to lose power, you have to base who you are on equal ground, not see other people as better or worse than you. See them as equal. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have two nieces, one is 19 and one is 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get him. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're going to be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man. Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one would teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women of power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship. And this, a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. And how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you can read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so most likely I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video, right there, you'll see it, and you can pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. Oh, I'm closing the channel.